Hello. This video is to answer the question how a surface texture symbol can be added on a technical drawing in Inventor environment. Well, first the facility of the software is to be configured. If the version of the software is the new version, then the version after 2002, then the software will automatically select the latest version of the standard. It is about surface quality symbols and documented by international organization ISO. If in the company the old version format is used, then configuration is to be changed. For changing the surface texture format configuration, click on Manage tab along the tab menu bar, and then select Styles Editor option with a click, and then in the configuration dialog box select Surface Texture option from this pane. Click on the associated cross and find in the list the Surface Texture ISO option. After making a click on this option, then in the other pane can see here standard reference format option is whether old or new. Drop the list. If in the company the version of the standard published 1978 is still used, then select this format. But if the new version of the standard is to be obeyed, then select 2002 version. First see how it is indicated, or what is the dialog box to make the necessary selections and filling in accordance with the old version of the standard. Select 1978 version of the standard with a click, and then clicked on Save and Close button. Yes, after fixing the version of the standard, the old version which I selected of the standard, in Turkey at least, the most of the companies still use the version of 1978, accordingly show the surface texture symbols. So regarding that it is so, that's why I started from here, selected the old version, and then annotation tab, and in symbols panel find surface texture option with a click, start the process. If on the view we have the edge view of the surface, or for a revolve feature the limit of the surface, then it is the suitable view to show the surface quality symbol on that view. Here in this example there is a threaded hole over here, and this unthreaded portion, surface of this unthreaded portion, to its quality has been individually specified by the designer. Find the surface limit line, okay, and then with a click along the surface limit line at a point indicated, and then move the cursor away. Find a suitable empty space in the vicinity. To anchor the symbol, see that approximately the distance between the most out boundary of the projection and the cursor or the symbol is 10 millimeters, and then with a click anchor it. right click the mouse and then say continue. Click on continue button. Then the dialog box to fill in, to make the selections, will appear in the screen. Now in this dialog box, the boxes ready to accept the things to write into the boxes and also their places are all in accordance with the format of the old version of the standard. Well, in the old version of the standard, ISO says that this is the box to write the roughness value. If it is arithmetical roughness side, arithmetical average of roughness side, then RA abbreviation is to precede. Okay. Into such a box we write the common name of the finishing process using past participle tense. Okay. But in the new version of the standard, this place is used to write the roughness side, not roughness side. Here in old version we use this box to write the sampling length, roughness with cutoff value. Say roughness with cutoff value 0 is 0.8 millimeters. Process to apply for finishing the surface, say that honing. So write the name in past participle, honed. Roughness side, arithmetical average roughness side, to say use this abbreviation, write this abbreviation RA, and say that it is 12 micrometer. Into this box write the machining allowance. Some cases it may be important the object at the beginning of finishing process has such an extra further material. From the starting surface to the finishing surface, the shortest distance is the machining allowance. It is written into this box. Well, in this example, say that 0.5 millimeters is the allowance. At the beginning, diameter of the hole is 0.5 plus 0.5, 1 millimeters smaller. After the cutting process, it is going to be in the final size 1 millimeter greater. Okay, lay direction, especially for flat surface finishing, is important, may be important. So from this list, select the direction symbol. Here I'm going to select a parallelism symbol. It is to say that moving the cutting tool over the surface, the cutting tool displacement is to be parallel with respect to the frontal side, since it is front view. While to say that move the finishing tool in the direction which is parallel to the frontal side or frontal picture plane. I selected parallelism symbol. Okay. Well, in this example, this means honing process, the finishing tool, okay, to remove material from the surface is to display from profile to profile side in the direction parallel to the frontal picture plane. Okay. If the finishing process is a material removing process and it has been fixed that it should be so, then this surface type option, finishing option, is selected. This bar implies that remove the material. But if this is selected, then well, technicians, this means the operator has been allowed to select the finishing process, maybe material cutting process or material plastic deformation process. If this option is selected, then this means, well, process should be plastic deformation, not material cutting. Removal of material prohibited. If the existing quality of the surface, for the existing quality of the surface, roughness side is greater than this value, then it implies that apply plastic deformation process, flatten the knobs over the surface till you decrease the roughness side to 12 micrometer. But if there is no number here written, then that symbol says that do not apply any finishing process, leave the surface in its existing quality. Okay, but here I'm going to say that well, material removal is allowed, so I selected this one. Okay, and then say okay. Clicked on OK button. Yes. Here is the annotation. If the symbol is clashing with the projection, yes, it is the case, then press escape button, and after the execution, then just sliding, try to find a better place for this annotation. Well, here I think if I bring it to here, I can prevent clashing, or if not, then well, even move the views a little bit over the paper, and then making such tries prevent the clash. Okay. Well, for this surface, that is the specified roughness value. How about the other surfaces? In this example, assume that except this one, for all the other surfaces, the roughness value may be the same. Instead of indicating each surface one by one and writing the same roughness value again, well, in the old format, old version of the standard, well, it is the place for the note. At the upper right corner, we show roughness symbol like this. See how? Start the invoking process, and then bring the cursor to the upper right corner, and then make a click, right click the mouse and say continue. And in the dialog box, clicked on printer sizing button, okay, and then for except the individual indicated one, for all the other surfaces, roughness is to be, arithmetical average roughness side is to be, for instance, 40 micrometer. Assume. Okay. And the process, do not mention the process, do not fix the finishing process, select this one, and then say OK. Yes, here is the symbol. It is to say that except the individual indicated one, here is the individual indicated surface. For all the other surfaces, the roughness is to be 40 micrometer. Yes. Now, this is the format for the surface finishing symbol, and the place of this general indication in accordance with the old version of the standard, 1978 version of the standard. Okay. How about the format of today? Now, to answer this question, delete this indicated ones, and then change the configuration of the software. Select the up-to-date version of the standard to enable the software, okay, for showing the surface quality symbols accordingly. Manage Styles Editor, Okay, and after selecting surface texture option from the first pane, from this list select the version of 2002. Well, today is the up-to-date version of the standard. And then clicked on save and close. Yes, repeat the exercise. In the exercise, repeat the things: annotation, surface quality indication symbol adding facility, started the process, and then indicate the surface. For this surface, there is a surface quality requirement to satisfy. Click, right click the mouse, and then say continue. Well, in the new format of the software, yes, for machining allowance, the box to its place, to its content is the same. But into this box, you see here in the new format, there is no place to write the arithmetical or maximum roughness height value. The roughness height value is written over here. Okay. The other notes say that cutoff value is may be written into the other box. To say that one of them is roughness height, well, the preceding abbreviation in the new format is a must. It is not optional. Right? Say that RA, arithmetical roughness height, arithmetical average of roughness height. Say it is 12. Into the second box, into the third box, into the second box, write the roughness with cutoff value. Say that it is 0.8 millimeters. Okay. Say that finish the surface applying material removal process. Select this. After saying that material removal is the process in general for finishing setting the final quality of the surface, then machining allowance box will be active to write the allowance. In the example, machining allowance is 0.5 millimeters, and the process is honing process. Honed. Yes. And then say OK. Well, accept this surface for all the other surfaces to say that the quality surface roughness value is equal to a certain number. Not the upper right corner, bottom right corner is used. Well, such a place show they have the roughness symbol. It is to consider and accordingly to satisfy for the other surfaces. Click, right click the mouse, and then say continue. Into the clicking on this will have the main symbol in the parentheses. It is to say that except the indicated one, individual indicated surface, for all the other surfaces. For all the other surfaces, arithmetical roughness, average roughness height is, let's say, 40 micrometer. Okay. Well, for all the other surfaces, no need to mention the cutoff value. Machining allowance, who knows, for one of the surface the process going to be not material cutting but material deformation process, so use the general symbol and then do not mention the finishing process, because for one surface grinding process may be suitable, for the other surface milling process may be suitable. Do not mention the name of the process to apply for finishing the surface. Okay, and then clicked on OK button. This is in the new format. This indication is in the new format of the standard, not upper corner, lower corner. Well, along the shoulder, below the shoulder of the symbol, not the roughness with cutoff value only, but also the arithmetical average value is written. To draw the attention of the reader that the number written over here not cutoff value but the arithmetical average or roughness height in general, yes, do not forget to show the preceding abbreviation. RA means arithmetical average of roughness height, RT means maximum roughness height, RZ means the average of 5 regions, roughness height for the as the average of 5 regions. From the lecture note or lecturing video film, you can see saying average of 5 region, we mean what, maximum roughness height, we mean what, arithmetical average, meaning of arithmetical average can be seen referring to the lecture notes. Okay, thank you for your watching.